So we've looked at a lot of TikTok accounts on this channel. Grown men that think they're kids, shops that scam kids, and a family that think they're wolves. But somehow, this one is even worse. I have found a TikTok creator that believes they are the reincarnation of a very famous man from the 1940s that has a moustache. And no, that person's not me. I wasn't born in the 1940s, and technically only had half a moustache. Hello everybody, your favourite silly goose here. Like the video if you're feeling silly, and subscribe if you're feeling extra silly. Today we are looking at a man called Felix Cipher, and we're going to try Felix decipher his thought process on how he believes he is the reincarnation of that man, that evil little moustache man. That's what my teacher used to call me. I didn't have a moustache in school. And I cannot say the name of who we're talking about. Fine, okay, it's the Go Compare man. But for the purpose of YouTube monetization settings for this video, we'll be calling him Alan. You know fine well who he is, but I cannot say the name if I want to, you know, make money. And it all started when I seen this.
I made a new nose ring.
I must have missed that episode of Phineas and Ferb. And I bet you're thinking, Lewis, how on earth does this man think that he's Alan? Does he not just look a bit like him? Oh, don't worry, we'll get there. We've got to lube ourselves up before we dive in here. Hope you've got your swimming trunks on. Not only is he quite clearly trying to replicate Alan's look, he's stealing Alan's style. His riz is a sentence I never thought I'd say in my entire life. He's using that nose ring purposely to try and emulate that moustache. And I really don't remember Alan wearing what I can only describe as Snapchat filter glasses. But it isn't because of how he looks, you know? We don't shame people for how they look on this channel. Isn't that right, you ugly little viewer? Yeah, take that. The reason why we know he's trying to emulate this person is because he's wearing the uniform with the badge. No, not that one, the other one. He's wearing the one that's, you know, the eagle. Of course, Felix got a lot of slander for this TikTok. God knows why. So he made a response video.
It's time to address the nose ring drama.
I don't think it was just the nose ring, my friend. If anything, that was quite the tame part.
If you haven't seen my latest video where I made this new nose ring right here, people are essentially calling me every name under the sun.
By the way, people weren't calling him every name under the sun. They were calling him one word, and it rhymes with grazie. It's so bad.
So I need to tell you guys a little something about me. And you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you'd like, any name under the sun. But I'm very in tune with my past and my past lives and lifetimes that I've lived before this.
I'm very in tune with my past. Your past life? On what? Red Dead Redemption 2? I still wish I got the happy ending. I love how he opened up with, let me tell you something about me, as if he's at like a Alcohol's Anonymous meeting. I had quite an easy, humble, sheltered upbringing. I grew up in Austria, I had two older brothers, I declared war on the rest of the world. So if you don't know, he's claiming to have lived a past life of a very particular, very evil Austrian man. And you know what, Felix? I don't doubt you. But brother, how can you say this whilst you have a squishmallow in the background? And he's wearing a fedora! R.I.P. Alan, you would have loved squishmallows. It was actually part of his manifesto. Take over the world, wipe out mounds of people, and start a squishmallow collection. I love how casually he announces this as well.
So I need to tell you guys a little something about me.
Hi guys, I've actually got something, a little bit to tell you about me. I am actually the reincarnation of Elvis Presley. It's like I'm still here.
And you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you'd like, any name under the sun.
Once again, there's only one name we will call you.
My last life just so happened to be a very infamous one. Me offing myself was one of the first memories I had from that lifetime. It came to me when I was 5 in my nightmares. You can see right where I shot myself too.
What? Your first memory of your past life was dying? That sounds about right. Oh yeah, my first ever memory was me retiring, odd little man.
Me offing myself was one of the first memories I had from that lifetime. It came to me when I was 5 in my nightmares.
It's actually funny because I also had that exact same nightmare. But that's because I was playing Call of Duty World at War Zombies when I was 9 years old. Frustrator sauce! So scary. Anyone else get nightmares from that? That evil little laugh.
See right where I shot myself too.
I love how he's saying he can prove it with the scar on his head. I also have a scar on my cheek. Doesn't mean that I was Odin in a past life. It means I was rather clumsy as a child. I actually got it from saving 3 drowning babies when I was a kid. Oh, the scar? Yeah, there was There was a shark with one tooth.
Just so many other things throughout my life have connected me to my past. And you can go say, oh, go get on your meds again, you nutter. I've been on so many meds and none of them have changed what I saw when I was 5.
That ending was so funny. And none of them have changed since I was 5. It's like TikTok was like, oh, we're going to stop you right there, actually. 60-second time limit, over. Hey guys, there's a half-Jewish gay trans man on TikTok named Felix Cipher who believes they are the reincarnation of Alan Hill, and it's the funniest thing I've seen in years. That's kind of like friendly fire, isn't it? For some reason, I don't think Alan was particularly fond of the LGBTQ plus community. Should have went to Berkheim. Maybe that would have changed him. Or maybe if he just got accepted into art school, a lot of things could have been prevented. This being one of them. If I had a time travel machine, I'd go back and tell Alan, hey mate, don't do this, otherwise some guy with a squishmallow will pretend to be you. I think that could have stopped him. He's not the reincarnation, but the yassification. Am I right, guys? More like Gadolf. I really hope that joke doesn't get me demonetized. If so, it was worth it. He also uploaded a TikTok of his 5 favourite selfies of him, and I'm not even joking, I don't even know if I can show these on screen. Can I? What is that? This has got to be like plagiarism at this point. He's going to get copyrighted by Alan himself. IRL copyright strike. And in these selfies he's wearing a very particular uniform, and it isn't Spider-Man. Spider-Man would never have a squishmallow. He was more of a fan of action men.
This is Felix. He has been trying to wipe his existence off the internet, but people have found a Spotify playlist about his egg-laying king.
What does that even mean? An egg lay? Is he the one laying the eggs or not? Felix, I hate to tell you, but I think in your past life you were a chicken. How messed up does a Spotify playlist need to be for it to give away that type of information? Is there any egg-themed songs I can make a joke about? How'd you like your eggs in the morning? I like eggs. Hound dog. Hey number, hound dog! Sorry guys, I was just transforming to my past life there. I guess I'm also attracted to eggs laying. Apparently he owns like 14 snakes or something like that, and I don't know, they lay eggs. I really don't know what this is. If you're really into eggs, just go to the shop and get one, put them up your bum and just poo them out again, I guess. I don't know, I'm kind of an amateur at this thing. I don't really know what that entails, or what it egg tails. That just simply isn't funny. I love that this news just came out and that's still somehow the most normal thing about this person.
Daily reminder that people you've known for years will turn around, stab you in the back, and tell you that all you did was manipulate them for years and years, even though you totally cared about them and you bought shit for them. And
what? Is this what he said after he committed the worst crimes imaginable? Just right before his death. Hey guys, I would just like to say what you're doing right now. You're gaslighting me. Oh, you want to arrest me? No. You see guys, that's just cancel culture. I don't live in the Matrix like you guys, so if you could just leave my bunker, I'd appreciate that. And he also believes in a lot of Alan's ideology. You know, the whole wiping people out and all. What's a controversial opinion? That this world would be better off without most sectors of humanity. Our species ought to condense and not just randomly. I agree. I think we should focus on wiping out anyone that isn't subscribed to this channel. You think I make silly little TikTok videos? I'm planning world domination. This is just step 1, baby. We just getting started. But seriously, if there could be a plan to get rid of this person, that could also be quite cool. You look like and sound like a South Park character. Also, people discovered his Facebook, and even in his profile picture, he's wearing the uniform. And I love that his gran has just commented on it. Send in love, Grammy. I love grans. Not because she supports that, but they're just so oblivious to everything. I could do a Facebook status committing war against the rest of the world, and my gran would just be like, oh, glad you're following your dreams, sweetie. XX love heart. I mean, my gran's dead, so maybe not her. But if she was, I'm sure that's how she'd react. R.I.P. Gran, you'd have loved to see me have world domination.
I found Felix Cipher's high school yearbook photo.
It's social repos. I guess God doesn't make humans that unique after all. So apparently he's actually a published author. I don't know what published means. Can't just anyone make a book these days. And he has actually released a book. No, not that one. Although I do want to complete my 2023 reading goal. But yeah, he has his own book, Felix Cipher, Heaven's Demons. And in this book, he's also got a part where he makes up his own language. And for whatever reason, a lot of TikTok creators have been trying to decipher it. But I have no idea why. I think he's literally just used wingdings. I don't believe that there's any effort in making his own Klingon. But for all we know, he could be laying out his plan, you know, to invade countries, wipe out the population, cry about that he's only got one testicle. But it is still quite interesting what he could possibly have put in this book. And now this is where we get a little bit serious, because I know a lot of people will be having a go at me saying, why do you think this is funny? He's clearly suffering with mental health. I do agree that this is very messed up and also abnormal. It's still pretty funny. I, as well as I'm sure a lot of you guys, suffer from mental health, and I've never had the urge to tell everyone that I am the reincarnation of a very evil man with a mustache from the 1940s who was arguably the worst human to ever live. But I am also aware that there is mental health disorders out there that can make people think like this. I actually read Jeanette McCurdy's book, and in this book she talks about when her boyfriend once sat her down and told her that he believes he is a reincarnation of Jesus Christ. So I am very aware that some disorders can make people act like this. Her boyfriend then went and got help and then discovered that he wasn't the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. And I also don't like that TikTok try to diagnose people. You see 30 seconds of their life. How on earth are you supposed to diagnose someone with a mental disorder? TikTok, please stop thinking you're Doctor's Challenge. I've seen loads of comments of people going, oh my god, look at the size of his pupils, as if that tells us anything. Look at my pupils, does that mean I'm mentally ill? Yes, you'd be correct. But I do believe there's a massive difference of someone believing they are the reincarnation of one of the kindest people to ever live versus one of the most evil people to ever live, and that's where it becomes dangerous. I really hope this person has the right people around them, because I feel like this type of person and their beliefs is a disaster waiting to happen. I genuinely do really hope that they get help, because I am genuinely worried if they don't get help, something bad is going to happen. So TikTok, please stop thinking that you are doctors. He's now been banned of all social media. Shock. He also lost his job, but I'm sure a lot of you want to keep up with this story. So if you want to know where to look to find him, he's on Tinder. Time to buy Tinder Gold.
All my life with an eye, I'm stuck in.